Wahrscheinlich werden einige Leute was dagegen haben.
Na und? Sollen sie doch. Hey Johnny, im Ring wirst du so viel Feuer machen, dass die Leute das Rauchen glatt vergessen, oder?
Und ob, du wirst dich wundern.
Das wird ein Kampf.
Und es werden eine Menge Leute kommen. Ich hoffe, wir haben genug Stühle.
Das ist erst der Anfang, ne?
Nächster Kampf, Madison Square Garden.
Meinst du, das wird die Leute interessieren?
Na, ich würde sagen, wenn die Feuerwehr anrückt, wird das sehr interessant.
Ich glaube, bald wird's hier richtig gemütlich werden, was, Doc?
Bestimmt. Seht euch das an.
Ihr kommt ein bisschen
das sieht
früh
ja
für das große Ereignis.
Ja, wir haben uns gedacht, wir gehen erst noch bei Kellys Restaurant essen. Wie wär's? Können wir euch helfen?
Ich könnte ja vielleicht einen Namen auf den Mantel draufnehmen.
Nein, das habe ich schon gemacht.
Ich könnte mir denken, unser Oberverwalter findet noch was. Brian, wir haben hier 2 Experten. Haben Sie nicht was für die? Überlegen Sie mal.
Oh klar, die Karten sind gerade gekommen. Die müssten noch sortiert werden.
Wir machen alles, was Sie sagen.
Hauptsache ausverkauft.
Sollte der Junge nicht längst im Bett sein? Hallo, wen haben wir denn da?
Mann, seht euch das an. Genau wie im Fernsehen.
Ich würde sagen, ich pack mal die Hotdogs auf den Grill.
Seht euch mal Mike an, der war lange nicht so aufgeregt.
Wow.
Alle aus der Schule wollen den Kampf sehen.
Du, denk aber dran, wer zuerst kommt, malt zuerst. Keine Extrawürste.
Ich glaube, ich werde dann doch ein paar Plätze warm halten. Ich werde mal den Mantel drauflegen. Meine Mutter wird sicher auch kommen.
Bist du denn nicht sicher, dass sie kommt?
Tja, das sah nicht so aus heute Morgen. Sie ist herumgelaufen, als wäre sie in so einer Art Trance.
Die tun so, als ob sie schon Weltmeister wären. Hey, was ist mit dir? Was machst du denn bloß für ein trauriges Gesicht? Tja.
You want to talk about it? No, I'm just, it's not, uncomfortable. You worried about Johnny fighting first? No, I don't like the idea of naming the center after Laura. Look, Luke and Laura are so much a part of everybody's life. They really don't want to give up the memory of Laura. It's their way of saying they love her.
You've taken care of traffic control in the fire department, haven't you, Rick? What? Rick? I'm sorry, what, Bradley? I was asking you, have you talked to the police and the fire department?
Yeah, that's all squared away, sure.
Okay.
It's quite a production. When you were in med school, did you ever figure you'd wind up a fight promoter?
Dan, there were a lot of things I have learned since I got out of med school that... Who's that? Somebody who's not paying any attention to the signs.
Oh, he's paying a lot of attention to Johnny, that's for sure. Now, that guy's bad news.
You know him?
I know of him. It figured he'd show up here.
Who is he, Dan?
His name's Anthony Hand. He's a sleight of hand artist that's taking people's money. He's a bookie.
Well, that's the last thing we need around here. I think I'll tell him that before he gets settled in. Excuse me.
Oh, you shouldn't be here. You should be back at the center.
I'm not going to be back there when you're down here. Les,
Yeah.
what are you doing here?
I'm thinking. I'm just thinking.
You all right?
No, I'm not all right.
Laura.
I can't do it anymore. I can't. I cannot sit in there with a smile on my face like nothing has happened, not allowing myself to think, forcing myself to go on. I can't do it anymore.
Yes, you can, and you will.
Why?
Because Laura is gone.
Rick, I've had this feeling all day today that if I turned around quickly, I'd see her running to me.
Don't do that to yourself.
Why? That's how I feel, and I'm her mother, and if I feel that close to her, Rick, it's got to mean that she's alive. It just has to.
That is only wishful thinking.
Why
No
do you
more.
say that to me? I'm not the only one who thinks that way. Luke doesn't think that she's dead. He doesn't. And Agnes Whitaker saw her.
That was not Laura.
You don't know that.
Whoever that was only a setup for Luke. No more.
Maybe it wasn't. Did Did you ever think that maybe Agnes really did see her, and that maybe the girl in the water wasn't her?
Look, you are trying to talk yourself into something. That's false hope. No more, no less.
Say that!
I have to say it because I happen to love you. And the longer you go on holding on to this, the harder it's going to hurt you when you suddenly let it go. So you're torturing yourself every day because you suddenly think she's going to appear. She is not. Laura is gone.
Baby! She's my baby!
Lesley, say it. Just listen to me. Say it. Laura is gone.
Yes.
You have to. And until you feel it in your heart and you know it in your brain that she's gone, none of this pain is going to go away. It won't. Not until you believe it yourself. And just say it. Just say it. Try it. Laura is gone. Say that for me, please. Say it. Laura is gone.
Hungrige Meute!
Ja, hungrig wie die Wölfe.
Hallo, Claudia!
Hallo!
Hallo, Rose. Lee, wie geht's Ihnen?
Hallo, Brian. Spaziert. Hallo. Sind das jetzt alle? Hubi, was ist los? War George Durnley eben hier? Durnley? Ja. Aha, der war vorhin hier, ja. Oh gut. Weil Dan nämlich hier kommt. Und ich will nicht, dass er mich zusammen mit George Durnley sieht. Sie und George Durnley? Ich wusste überhaupt nicht, dass Sie ihn kennen. Unglücklicherweise doch von früher schon. Sagen wir mal, ich kannte ihn schon, als ich noch... Als was? Während die anderen die Speisekarte studieren. Gehen wir mal in die Küche? Ich hätte dich gerne gesprochen.
Gern, Hubi. Ich muss da sowieso hin.
Gut.
What Luke needs is some evidence that ties David Gray to Forrest's disappearance.
Certainly strange the way Gray dropped those charges against us. Too strange. Evidently, Gray doesn't want an investigation at any time.
Still, Luke has no tangible evidence. Is that it?
And without it, he can't do the thing. How can I chase those clouds away?
I can't manufacture fake cheer. I'm sorry.
Well, look at this. Ain't this cute? Everybody's sitting around feeding their faces while I'm working my fingers to the bone, setting up chairs over there.
Well, for that, my man, I'll buy you a sandwich.
All right, buy me 2 sandwiches. I'll take roast beef on rye. Hold the mayo on both of them, all right?
You got it.
Hang on a second.
I'm working hard.
Dr. Weber, can I talk to you a second?
Just 1 second. Sure.
Well, you know that, you ever heard of that Anthony Hand guy? He's got like a cigar hanging from his mouth all the time. He's over there giving Johnny the 3rd degree, man. He's asking him so many questions, I can't even believe it, about, boxing and everything.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry to keep you folks waiting. Oh, that's all right. I've already taken the liberty of pouring our coffee. Oh, good.
4 roast beef sandwiches on rye, 2 go, hold the mayo.
Wow.
I mean, all I know is that Anthony Hand guy is bad news.
Exactly what do you know?
It looks real big time, but everybody says stay away from him. He's just plain bad news, I'm telling you.
Are you talking about Anthony Hand?
That's the guy. Tell him about him.
Wait a minute. That name sounds very familiar to me. He was involved in a case. Had to do with the underworld.
I'm not surprised. He's a bookie.
Yeah, Dan said he was a very typical waterfront character.
Well, what Dan doesn't know is that Anthony Hand makes George Durnley look like a Boy Scout. I mean, Anthony Hand has got some mob connections.
Well, that's it. He is leaving right now. I'll see this happen. Lesley, I'll be right back.
Let's get him. Let's get him. Thank you very much, young lady. Any seat in the house. Take this back. Any seat in the whole house. There's going to be standing room only in this place, man. This place is going to be packed. Can't wait.
Do you know where Amy is?
Don't worry, Amy will be here, man. She wouldn't dream of missing her knight in shining armor. Is a big moment, you know.
Do I detect a very slight bit of jealousy?
Jealous?
Yeah. We got some customers here. Hi.
Thank you. Any seat in the house with a big fight tonight.
Certainly. I didn't expect to see you down here tonight.
Why not? It's my building, isn't it?
Barely.
I like to keep tabs on things. Besides,
I like to see good things happen on the waterfront.
So why don't you give me a break, man? You're the biggest phony around here.
You know, some kids never learn.
It ain't the kids that are the problem.
Blackie,
pal.
why don't you give
It's the adults.
Mr. Dernley his ticket, all right?
What?
Well, huh?
Ist hier nicht mehr los als in Versailles?
Oh, absolut, ja. Sehr kleidsam, dein Hemd mit dem Senf.
Ihr steht da wie die
Habt ihr das gesehen?
Willst du auch sowas, Ruby?
Ja, nein, danke. Macht ruhig weiter. Ich halte schon mal die Plätze frei.
Ist gut.
Ich reserviere einen
Mit
für
Senf,
Edward Quartermain. Er ist verrückt nach Boxkämpfen. Er hat die Handschuhe gestiftet.
Hi, everybody. Hello, you two. Well, the crowd is gathering and it's still early. Almost looks like the real thing, doesn't it?
Yes, it's really very exciting. You're down. Mike, get the mustard.
He's handling the hot dog. Jeremy makes that too with everything.
Hello, Audrey. I don't know about you two, but I'm not here so much for the fight, but in memory of Laura. Well, me too. I mean, what better way could we honor her? She really touched all of our lives, and I think she really would have enjoyed all this.
No.
Oh, look! There's my favorite surgeon. Dr. Hardy? Yeah. Dr. Bubble.
Well, this is a surprise.
Yeah, it certainly is. Well, come down.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Steve. This is a pleasant surprise, Arthur.
Well, I always like to fight, and I felt like relaxing tonight, so here I am.
I promise you I won't get in that ring.
Ruby, the way you're recuperating, if you ask me, I'd say okay.
We are watching our dream come true.
Remember that thing that Luke said once to... I don't know, I think it was Johnny in that dream. He said when you lose one dream, you have to replace it with another one because you have to go on.
Exactly what Laura
I promise you, I'm going to try.
Could I have one